Hello, I welcome you all to this wonderful lesson. This is a physics question that I want us to answer together. So if you are new to this platform, page or channel, don't forget to follow me and subscribe. This is your tutor, Harrison J. Zulu. Straight away, let us jump into this question that is here. The question is saying, the figure below shows a simple pendulum. The bob of the pendulum takes 0.5 seconds to swing between extreme points A and C. This is what we are given. So to swing between these extreme points A and C. So extreme points A and C, it takes what? 0.5 seconds. The first question we are given is saying, calculate the period of the pendulum. So they want us to calculate the period of the pendulum. So before you know how to calculate or the formula we are going to use, you need to know that the period of a pendulum is time taken for a what? Complete oscillation. So the time it will take for one complete oscillation is what we are calling what? Period of the pendulum. So the formula we get to use, like in this particular question, they are telling us to say that it takes 0.5 seconds to swing between extreme points A and C. So between extreme points, this is to tell you that for this to swing between these two extreme points A and C, it means that this is the same period. Period is what? 0.5 seconds. Just like that. That is the what? The period. Because they're talking about these extreme what? Points A and C. So the period there is just 0.5. But if you were given a question, you need to know that period formula is equal to T over N. Where T there is the time taken, and the N there is the number of what? Oscillation. This is what you need to know and understand. So these are two important things that you need to know. If a question comes in a way you are supposed to use this formula, or it comes just like the way it is right now. So there's no need of calculating. It's just a matter of understanding the question. We now move on to this other one. The frequency of the pendulum. How then do we calculate the frequency of the pendulum? So frequency is defined as, this is defined as the number of oscillations that are produced per what? Per second. This is what you need to know. The number of oscillations per second. That is the frequency of the pendulum. Hope you are getting this. So the formula we get to use, you just need to say frequency is equal to 1 over period. This is the formula we get to use. Where you say frequency is equal to 1 over, what is the period? The period is 0.5. So you get your calculator, you say 1 divided by 0.5. What is the answer? The answer is 2. So the answer we are getting for frequency is equal to what? 2 Hz. These are the units. So this is the answer you are going to get. I guess you are able to see this, you are able to understand this. We now move on to the last part of this particular question, that is saying that state whether the frequency of oscillation will increase, decrease, or remain the same. 1, the length of the string is increased. So what you need to know and understand is that if the length of the string, if this length is increased, it means that the frequency would decrease. So the longer the string, the shorter or the low is the frequency. So if this string is increased, it means that the frequency is reduced. If this is shortened, if it is reduced, it means that the frequency is increased. So you need now to understand that what happens is that the frequency is inversely proportional to the square root of the length of the string. This is the relationship that is there between the frequency and the length of the string. So frequency is inversely proportional to the square root of the length of the string. Have you seen? This is what you're supposed to understand. So here, to answer this question, you just tell them that the frequency will do what? Frequency will decrease. So frequency will decrease. Frequency will decrease, you are done. This is what you're supposed to do. We now move on to this question. What will happen to the frequency if the mass of the bulb is increased? So there is no relationship between frequency and mass. That's why on the formula, there is no mass that is involved. There is no relationship between mass and frequency. So what will happen is that this one will just remain the what? Will just remain the same. So this is the answer to the last one. The frequency will just remain the same. There is no relationship that exists between the mass and the frequency. So if the mass of the bulb is increased, frequency will just remain the same. Those of you that would like to join us, this is Addisonite Learning Academy. So those of you that would like to join my center, those of you that could be part of my online lessons, you can contact me on my number. So this is the number that I'm going to put here. You get to WhatsApp. So you can WhatsApp me on this number that is here. This is my number. You WhatsApp me on this number that is here. I'm going to help you with my team. So myself, I'm a tutor for mathematics and sciences. I've got experienced people that I'm working with. So we get to do mathematics, we get to do biology, we get to do chemistry, we get to do physics as well as English. These are the subjects we are offering at the moment. So in law, in the following subjects, it's only 100 kwacha per subject. If you're having to, you just need to pay 180. There is a promotion, you pay 180 if you are starting now. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to like this page or channel. Stay blessed.